Elliot, pre-season is done and dusted. We'll talk about tonight's game in a moment, but what have you made of this last 4 weeks of preparation?
It's been very topsy-turvy. We started, obviously, with pretty much a brand new squad, so it was always going to be difficult in the beginning. So it's trying to find the right lads. I think we have recruited well, and it's just building that togetherness really in around training, in the games. Like football's easy when you're winning games week in, week out. Obviously in pre-season, you're chopping and changing people around. I'm giving minutes to different people, trying different formations. So pre-season can paint a sort of not a real picture of how things actually are. But I talked on the Chenix game, and I feel that was a real turning point for us because I got to tell the lads my expectations and standards, and I gave a few home truths to 5 or 6. But credit where it's due, the 5 or 6 I've sort of spoke to have really stood up and shown what they can do, and that showed tonight as well.
On to tonight's game. It was always going to be a tough test against a side who are one of the favourites to get promoted out of the league above, and it could have been a long night after going a goal down after just 45 seconds, but your troops rallied, they got on top, particularly in that second half, and had you have got an equaliser and that game finished level, I don't think anybody could have argued. It was a great performance.
Yeah. I'm delighted with the performance today. Obviously, it is pre-season, so we've had results against lower teams. They're one of the favourites at step 3, and rightly so. They've got some fantastic players, really well-run club, so fair play to them, and I hope they do really well. But tonight, I thought we matched them throughout. Obviously, like you said, going a goal down after a minute, something really disappointing because Bilston, we went down after 7 minutes from a set piece, another throw-in. It's just them tweaking them, sort of having a leader in there to really make sure if you don't win the first ball, you certainly win the second ball. But then after that, I thought it was a really even game. We've had a lot of ball, especially in the second half, in around their box. It's not quite dropped. Keeper's made a few good saves. Ollie's got in. And yeah, the shape worked really well. I think if we look at pre-season as a whole, all the goals we conceded pretty much have been from mistakes or a set piece, so those things can be dealt with. So it shows me that the shape now is actually pretty good against the team with the Harborough's quality. They didn't cut us open at all. And obviously the 90th minute, tired legs, and it's a great strike by Putty as well. So it's just one of them things, but yeah, delighted.
Do you feel that you can benefit from those setbacks that you've suffered? Because we always talk about fitness, sharpness, all the cliches that come with pre-season, but those little mistakes and little untidy bits that you speak about, you're able to actually go back and look back on them and reflect and change and sort things out going into the new season.
As a manager, the main things I look at is the goals we concede and the things that go wrong in a game. I don't particularly watch back our goals because that comes in football and attacking play, and I work on attacking play and we work on it, and we've got good players who I know will put the ball in the back of the net. But defensively, if you stop goals going in, then you don't lose. I know that the old cliche, but if you don't concede, you're not going to lose and then go on and win the game. So like I said, it's just tweaking those moments. From the Bilston game, I pulled a couple of lads today and said, just look, this is what I'm seeing. This is what I expect of you. This is what I want you to do. So there's no confusion of how I want people to play or act or defend. And they're taking it on board. The good thing in there's a lot of young lads. I think our squad we've got 2 players over 30 and the majority are under 25. So I know there's been jokes online and stuff that we've got an old team. We've got Jake Duffy, Gary Mulligan, who are the dads of the group as such, and the rest are all under 30. So we have got a young group. It's a new group, but they all want to learn and do well. So that's the most important thing for me, that there are lads who want to get better, and that's what we want here.
On to the real stuff now. FA Cup this Saturday, Grimsby Borough here at Hayden Road, a side that you played against in your Spalding days. It should be a great occasion, a big game for the football club.
Yeah. I personally just urge the fans to come out. It's obviously a new era. Really could do with them getting behind us. Come and have a look, see what we're about. If we're anything like tonight, we'll give Grimsby a hell of a game. Look, it's going to be quite even, I think. They're a step 4 team. They've been together quite a while. They're going to come down. FA Cup, for me, it's a little bit of who wants it the most, who has that real fight and desire. So I'll make sure my boys are like that, but their gaffer's going to be the same with them. So we're at home, and it could be that the fans turning out and getting behind us are that extra man to really help us hopefully get on the end of a positive result.
2-part question in terms of your squad going into the weekend. I presume Tyler Winters is going to be available after suspension, and also Will Mellors-Blair. He was absent tonight. Is there anything you can tell us about him?
Yeah, so Tyler will be available Saturday. Will Mellors-Blair, unfortunately, he's got his own business. He had a really successful chat about his business, and that sort of happened a year earlier than he expected. So unfortunately, he's had to leave us for unforeseen work commitments, which I know he's gutted about, and we will miss him because he's a top player and he is a top lad. But then on the flip side, watch this space. Hopefully someone will be coming in this week before Saturday. So hopefully we get that over the line.
I was going to ask about incomings as well, because not only has Will left the club, Ross Alton's also taken the decision to step back from football, and I guess that's forced your hand in the transfer market a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. So the lad we're hoping gets over the line, I think will be brilliant for us. Another young lad who really wants to do well. So look, nothing's done yet, so I'm not saying anything. So I don't want to give it away, but hopefully keep your eyes peeled this week. And then Ross, again, really disappointing, an experienced lad. But I need to sign the right players for this group. We've still got a group of 16 already, so it's not like we're short. But I will be just tweaking a few bits here and there. We've obviously got the academy lads who have Millad played on Saturday and done really well. So they're still in around the picture. But yeah, I'll be looking, but I'm still happy with what we got.
Well, thanks for your time. All the very best for Saturday.
Thank you.